Was very busy before the Ramadan, so I couldn't make up and store anything. So I just made up these spring rolls today and I'm gonna store them. I make them very simple yet very crunchy because I believe the taste is only being making things simple. If you add more spices or sauces to it, so they overcome the original taste of veggies. I've taken red, green, yellow bell peppers and approximately similar amount of onions, double the amount cabbage and carrots. I've cut all of these in a julienne shape and here I have green onions also. You can call them leeks, like I've cut them like one or two bunches, and it's all depends upon what taste you like. Like if you like some veggie you can add it more. I added more of a carrots and cabbage just to add the little more crunch in the veggies with the spring rolls, because obviously if they are crunchy then they're going to taste really great. So I took a wok and I added 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil to it, and I'm going to spread it in the wok so that nothing sticks to its sides. You know, it's very important whenever you use a wok, you need to spread the oil on all sides of it, because for this, it won't let any veggies or egg to stick to it and it won't make the veggies taste go bad. So now I've taken 2 eggs which are very well beaten and I'm gonna make them fry a little bit. Once they are cooked well, then I'm gonna start adding veggies to it. Now the eggs are done really well, so I'll be adding onions first, so that if they have to leave some water and all, so it can be done firstly. So I'll be adding onion and we'll do this saute fry to them, and once they are done then I'll be adding rest of the veggies. This is how I will separate the onion slices also, because I don't want them to be very soggy. I want them to be crunchy and crispy and be in their own taste as well, but they should not be giving the smell the onions usually give. So I'll be just putting my spoon over them, so the slices which I've cut. Now the onions are also separated, but you have seen that they have not lost their color and their texture. Only the smell of the onions is finished. So I'll be adding all 3 colors of bell peppers or capsicums, and I'm gonna give them a saute fry again. I am using medium to low heat, not very high heat, because I don't want these veggies to be overcooked and I don't want them to be undercooked. So I want them to have their color, texture, smell and taste to be there, but then I want them to be cooked as well. I don't want them to be raw. So here I will share a tip with you. Whenever you make a julienne kind of veggies with anything like noodles or something, I use 2 spoons together of a similar kind. It is like these are long cut veggies and they don't mix well with a single spoon, or you have to spread them again and then, so it breaks the veggies. So what I do is I use 2 similar kind of spoons and I mix them well. They make a great thing together. I added carrots to it and I started mixing them. I am mixing so well is, one, the veggies will incorporate together, and secondly, I don't want them to be overcooked as I told you earlier. So I'm just doing it that they don't get raw, but they'll be cooked as well and they don't lose their shape. Now I'm adding all the cabbage and I'm gonna mix. You will be thinking that cabbage is way too much, but no, because cabbage loses its water very, very fast. You can see all the veggies are mixed really well and you can see the colors. You see, it's when you're going to eat or serve the spring rolls, they're going to look beautiful because of the different colors of bell peppers in it, and it's going to really give a vibrant color to the spring rolls. And now I've mixed all these veggies. I'll be adding spring onions to it, because spring onions are very soft and if you add them in the start, they lose their shape and texture both. So while cooking, these are the very little things we need to keep in mind to make them perfect. So now I'm adding spring onions. So now my all veggies are fried and they are mixed together. I haven't added any spices or any taste to it. Now I'm going to do it, because once you add the salt, the veggies leave water. So I'm going to do this in the end so that they don't lose water. Now I'm adding salt. You can add it to according to your taste. I've done 1.5 teaspoon. Then I added red chili powder. This is approximately 1 teaspoon. Then I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of black pepper powder. This powder should be finely done because otherwise it will come in your mouth and will give a bad taste. Now we'll mix all the spices and so that they incorporate in between the veggies. And then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of soya sauce and chicken to it. I usually add garlic powder and spices, but I don't want to do that. I'm avoiding it because of Ramadan. They taste really well, but I don't want it to be extra spicy. So I'm just adding the chicken now and I'm gonna dish it out in the tray now. Before I just dish it out, I just want to show you that there is no residue of water in it. It's totally dry and you can see the steam is coming out. Okay, now I've taken this big tray and I've covered it with a butter paper. I did this for two reasons. One, I don't want my food to directly have any contact with the plastic. Secondly, if the veggies will leave some water, it's going to be absorbed by this parchment paper. And I'm spreading it on a tray because I wanted to get it cooler, because if they will stay warm or hot, they're going to leave the steam and that's going to leave the water. So I'll show you the parchment paper from the back side, that there is zero water in it. Okay, I'm moving the paper and see there is just the steam and there is no residue of water in it. So I'm going to put it under the air conditioner or the fan if you have. It's better so that it cools down immediately, and then I'm going to do the film. So we were just left with 1 hour before the iftar, and we as a family decided that we're gonna make it. Let's make it together. And I started off with making dahi pulkiyan because I wanted them to be fridge and let them cool. So I added 2 cubes of greens, that is mint and coriander. I chopped them with a little salt and I make cubes and I froze them before Ramadan. So I just add these two, a tablespoon of sugar in a little milk so they defrost fast. And then I'm gonna add the pulkia which I soaked in water, hot water. And I had those potatoes and chickpeas from yesterday's iftar which I prepared. So if there's some extra, I just put it in the fridge. So I'm gonna add these and ignore the mess because we were all in really hurry and we were just trying to cope up with time. So let's see if we could make it in 1 hour or not. Okay, so this was the chickpeas and potatoes which I boiled yesterday for the dahi pulkia which we made yesterday. So they were there in the fridge. I took them off and I'm gonna mix them. Then I added the pulkia in a strainer and drained all the water and put them in the yogurt. I'm gonna mix them. Now I'm gonna top it with the different sauces and decorate it with onions, mint, and tomatoes, and we'll put it in the refrigerator. So after this, I just started off with the biryani and I'm frying chicken here with onions, and the rice are also boiling. Hamd is helping me with mint and coriander, and Abdullah is making fruit chaat, cream fruit chaat. Potatoes, tomatoes, tomato. Hamd is chopping tomatoes for me for biryani. And the other person is making fruit chaat. What the hell? Okay, you want Sindhi biryani with aloo or without aloo? With aloo, with aloo. With aloo? Okay, then we are going to get the Sindhi biryani, okay? After fruit chaat, Abdullah started making burgers. We had this leftover chutney kebab, so we had. So these samosas were made by my husband and he made the mixture of the pakoras, and I'm frying and making biryani. Hamd is making rooh afza and milk. It's mandatory in every household in Ramadan. This is the Ramadan favorite drink. So she'll be adding it watermelon and strawberries and basil seeds to it. So this was our final table and we did it before iftar, alhamdulillah. So after the iftar and prayers, I made these spring rolls, and there is a tip which I learned from my mother-in-law. She told me that we can put egg wash in these roll patties, and we just instead of putting the slurry, we can put egg, and this helps really for a good binding. Your spring rolls or samosas will never open if you put egg in it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna refill these and we'll fry them and we'll freeze them. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. See you another one. Bye.